In this video, we're going to take a look at the mirror tool as applied to a feature. So first thing we want to do is create a sketch plane. And let's see, looking at the object we're supposed to make, let me make it with the line tool. So I'm going to start at the origin here. I'm going to come back out horizontally. That's a distance of 0.75 plus 0.5. So I believe that's 1.25. horizontally, so okay, there we go. And then again, I'm going to let Inventor do some work and make that perpendicular up a total of 0.5 inches. Left click and move on. Now I go back 0.75 inches, and again, I let Inventor do the work to make sure that's perpendicular to the previous line. And finally, I come up an amount, and that is not very clear, is it? I believe that's 0.5. So I'm going to come up 0.5 there. Left click. Oh, I don't think I want to do left click OK. I just want to say OK. But I already did, so no problem. I'm just going to go back to the line tool, come over here until I get the coincident constraint glyph. Click there, and I can resume back here, 0.5, and straight down there. That's my sketch. And finish the sketch, and we're going to extrude a distance, we're told 0.75 inches. So I'm going to go in the other way, 0.75, like so. And then they tell us that we want to apply a 1/4 inch fillet on some of the corners. So that arrow doesn't really point to the right corner as far as I can tell. So let's click the fillet button on the modify panel, put in 0.25, and then come over here, and I believe it's that edge, and if I'm careful I can just grab that one. I believe it's those two, and it looks like also this one over here. If you're careful you can get it, that one. I believe that's the case. Actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to forget that, because it tells me I have a circle I need to draw on this face. And that's one thing about fillets and chamfers and things like that. They cause you to lose your nice rectangular symmetry. So before I introduce those curves into my system, I'm going to take care of that circle or that hole. So I'm going to project the geometry on that face, and they tell me it's 0.37 inches diameter. And so I'm going to again let Inventor help me. You see those? Oh, there we find the center right there, little dotted line. So I click out here, pull, and it's 0.375 in diameter. Right click OK. Now I could go ahead and dimension the center to make it turn blue and make it sure it's fully dimensioned, but I know it's at the center, so I'm going to go with that. And then I'm going to extrude, not a distance, but all right there. And all should just take care of the, oops. Why did that fail? Interesting. Let's turn that around. Extrude here. I think I needed to select the region first. Yeah, so more fussiness for no reason from Inventor. So let's keep it in this orientation and make those fillets of a 1/4 inch. That 1/4 inch is going to stay put. So I'm going to change, and if I'm careful, maybe not. Let me just press F4 to allow me to rotate it. Then I can click here. Oh, that one's a little bigger. Well, even though it doesn't match the image, I'm going to go with that. And so let's apply that. So my instructions here, darn it. Actually, let's take that down to, let's get rid of that. Okay, let's take care of the fillets, and we have 0.25 for the radius, so that's the value there and there. And then, judging by the figure, I think that fillet around over right here is a little smaller than ½ inch, so I'm going to do that. So we've got this object here, and what we want to do to mirror that over is click the mirror here, and so the feature we want we can choose in the browser, so it's going to be all this stuff, and then the plane we can use the back here, and we have our object here. So let's save that. So last name, first name, Mirror2, and then we're going to get the volume of that. Physical tab, update 1.20 inches, and then we'll take our snipping tool, grab it here, and get this image, which has the name, the volume down here. Oops, I missed the volume. So I want to do that again. So up we go. My things are tight when I blow up my screen so that these are easier to see. So right click, eye properties. I'm going to come up here. That's good. No, physical. That's good. Now I'm going to take my snipping tool and just grab all of this, and you can see I've got the volume here 1.2. I've got a picture of my object, and I've got the details in the browser, and that's what I want you to upload to Schooloop. Thanks for watching.